Yeah, I mean, certainly much better effort. Getting back in transition was a priority. We did a great job with that for the most part. And just making all the efforts that we needed to make all throughout the plays. Really moving the ball around on offense. And that's basically what we've been talking about. Just rebound the ball, get back in transition, rebound the ball, and just make the simple play and find the open guy. And, certainly Ant had a great night. He got hot. But I really liked the ball movement, everywhere. So.
Yeah, the ball movement helped with the three-point shooting, especially in a couple games ago. You said you felt like you had more threes to give in your offense. Yeah. What does this kind of night do for that?
Well, I mean, it's just, it's like it shows us, what we're capable of doing when we keep giving ourselves to the system, keep giving ourselves to the offense. But it's, at this point in time, like, we got to do it all the time, and that's who we'll be. And I'm confident that the guys is there to do that, and we just got to keep working through things. I said in the pregame, and I'll say it again, like, we're asking, an all NBA player to move over and, share the floor, and there's no other guy on that list of 15 that is doing that. And, I thought he was outstanding tonight. I thought, D'Lo did a great job of getting us into our stuff and letting things just flow. And, so everyone was awesome. So in that regard.
Chris, to see what Jalen is doing for you, but tonight it just seems like the aggressiveness and the force that he's playing with has been big for you here.
Yeah, it is. I mean, just timely buckets. He's done it, a bunch since I've been here. But, as we've talked about, he has a consistent platform to do it and a much-needed role. And he's been a big part of, our early season story has been him. Just not just like his tough shot making, but, he's also, made really a lot of good plays with Rudy and pick and roll.
Ant told us after the game the other night that he really did want to bring more energy. Did you see it from the start, a little bit of difference in the approach and just trying to get things going a little bit?
I mean, there's, the energy was there, the focus was there. I think we got some ways to go to be in peak shape. I think that's probably some of our third quarter woes might have to do with like early season, just, fitness conditioning. It's going to also show up in your shooting. And show up in your effort a lot of times just in general. So I think as we kind of grow into that, hopefully, we'll be able to rise to the challenge no matter what the situation is. But, 3 and 4 nights in a back-to-back is going to take it out of you, when you're not at peak fitness. So, and that's not just him. I think that's everybody. We got a little ways to go there.
And what do you think overall defensively?
Yeah, I mean, I thought, we did a lot of things that we said we'd try to do. Like, I think we still have certainly have a lot of growth there. Tonight it was just literally about the basics. Let's get back. Let's try to switch as much as we can. We tinkered with some lineup cross, some matchups that we felt we could, exploit. And then just, I'd like to see us have a little more teeth, like into the ball and into shooters and stuff like that. But, that hopefully that'll come.
There were parts of the game where they were switching everything. Do you expect to see more of that from teams?
We've seen it. We've seen it a bunch already. They're certainly switching a lot of Cat stuff. And he's done a great job in the post, because they have to bring help. If they're not switching, then they're doubling, or sometimes they're switching and doubling. I think, we're going to see that. We just, can't let it slow us down. So.
It seems like Cat's impacting the game in other ways at other times, but when he has a 5 on him, that's when we see the dominant offensive, scoring the ball at will Cat.
Yeah.
Do you aim for those opportunities, or can you search those out, looking at other teams' lineups and okay, here's a time where we just have Cat on the court, things like that?
Well, yeah, I mean, our rotation with Cat and Rudy is kind of mapping out nicely in that way, and we get a chance to get Cat there where we know, most situations we might have an advantage. I think he's doing a really good job of staying patient and playing in the flow of the game until those moments come. I'm very, really proud of him. for that, and just his willingness to, like I said, to just kind of share it, and then step up when we need to. So,
Chris, was Jaden McDaniels tonight.
Yeah.
Was this another one of those situations where he kind of found those opportunities for himself to, I guess, on both sides of the ball, really impact the game?
Yeah, absolutely. He's going to be. He's a benefit of like really smart basketball player, but if you don't have like a structure and a flow and a continuity and good spacing and all that kind of stuff, and the willingness to kind of move it around where he can operate between the cracks, then you're not going to maximize him. What I really liked about him is, he hadn't made a three coming into this game so far this season, but he stayed confident in his shot and he just let it fly. And we knew those shots were going to be there with the way that they load up against Ant. So Anthony did a really good job of finding him to loosen up the defense a bit.